Hey, my dear JEE 2027 students, all the 11th moving 12th class warriors. There are a lot of videos on what to do, what not to do for all the kids moving from 11th to 12th. But things are changing, patterns are changing. The paper difficulty level has been drastically changed over the last couple of years, even the pattern. So, keeping in mind the changing times, we need to change ourselves, change our strategy. So, this is a must watch video on all the things you should do and things you should not do, because these choices will decide whether you will be the next selection into IIT or not. And mind it, this is not a video just for cracking boards or just getting a basic percentile. No, this is a video if you are targeting JEE Mains plus Advanced to get a seat in IIT. You have 1 year, and that 1 year is enough. And I'll be making many videos on telling you, guiding you on how exactly to crack the JEE 2027 examination. Because under my mentorship, I have produced the top all India 100 ranks for JEE Mains, JEE Advanced, numerous selections into IITs, NITs, BITS, and most of the top tier colleges. And I've been teaching, guiding, mentoring students for the past 13 plus years. So here I am, your Captain Shreyas. And before we go ahead, do not forget to like this video, hype up this video, and yes, of course, do not forget to subscribe to this channel, right? So thank you for liking. Let's get started. Before I tell you those top things to do and not to do, the most important thing is about backlogs, and I feel it deserves some attention because I know more than 90% of the students are going to have huge amount of backlogs. Yes, if you think that most of the kids who are just attending coaching are up to date, you're wrong. Just because you're attending coaching, whether online, offline, doesn't matter. The point is, are you keeping yourself up to date and are you remembering right from the chapter 1 to whatever the last chapter is in your 11th standard? And you will see, honestly, most of the students will say no. So you are not alone. So let me assure you on that. So now that you feel, okay, sir, I'm not alone, I'm just like the 90% students. So I feel happy and safe. No, no, no. If you maintain your position, then you will be less than 90 percentile. Keep that in mind. So if our target is 99 percentile and above, you have to do things differently and things can change. Yes, keep in mind that a lot of kids feel that, sir, 11th is 50%, 12th is 50%, and you might have seen random analysis given by random channels here and there. But let me tell you that you cannot really bifurcate 11th and 12th because there are many concepts of 12th which are dependent on 11th standard topics. Like, for example, electrostatics. It needs the concept of potential energy, potential, which you learn back in 11th standard, work power energy chapter. The concept of force body diagram, everything you learn in 11th standard. Functions in maths is in 11th and 12th. Concepts of GOC is in 11th and 12th. Inorganic is there in 11th and 12th. So some basics, foundations and concepts are definitely dealt with in 11th, which are then amplified and made to an advanced level in 12th standard. So stop believing those numbers on those Excel sheets. Oh, this is 11th, this is 12th. There is a lot of interdependency on many chapters of 11th and 12th. Let me tell you that. And yes, many examinations are going to rely heavily upon those 11th standard concepts. Whether you take JEE, BIT, SAT, VIT, EEE, or any UGEE exam, IIT exam, every examination will have a lot of weightage on 11th standard as well as 12th standard. So you cannot afford to lose that. And you cannot think, sir, I will just start with the 12th standard preparation freshly. No, you cannot do that. You have to start with the basics and the foundation. And yes, boards obviously becomes harder. A lot of people think that boards is about memorization. Yes, so it will become only memorization and you will not be able to understand much if you are not able to relate things. And boards these days has been setting really good papers. So many kids ask me, sir, what should be the timing bifurcation? Whatever your current 12th standard portions are going to be taught in your coaching or by self-study, maybe by March end or April, usually that's how the timeline is. Spend around 70% of the time. So if you are studying for 10 hours, 7 hours every day, you will be, concentrating on your current syllabus, which is your 12th syllabus. Maybe 5% of the time for boards, that's enough. Now, when I say 5% of the time for boards means, say for example, you are studying some chapter of GOC today in your coaching for JEE. Same topic in your NCERT or whatever state board, that same topic you study from the board's perspective. So you don't have to study some different chapter which will take up more time. Just spend half an hour extra, okay, of your day just to see some boards questions, PYQs, boards definitions, derivations, whatever. Then 25% of the time you can spend on 11 standard topics. So maybe if you're studying for 10 hours, so 2.5 hours you can spend on your 11th backlogs completion. This is on the weekdays. On weekends, you can spend most of your time on revising whatever you have learned throughout the week, or if there is a mock test, preparing for the mock test. All right. So this is a timing bifurcation, which works ideally the best for most of the kids. You can do plus minus here and there. Is that clear, everyone? Great. So keep in mind, if you clear your 11th standard, your 12th standard becomes easy. And when you get your 12th standard easy, your entire syllabus is done and you get a better rank. You are at peace of mind. So that is one of the most important thing about backlogs. So now let's talk about things which you should not do. And if you are following me till this point, I hope you have liked the video and hype up the video. Okay. Thank you so much. Most common mistake. Many kids still are in that era. Sir, I will watch one shot. Sir, I will watch marathons, that 10-hour marathon, 5-hour marathon. Yes, you can watch marathon, but provided it is in detailed manner. But again, if it is like skipping many things, then I would not even advise that. I'm telling, don't even watch my one shots, because those one shots were made for the last few months, last few weeks, not for 1 year, 2 year long courses. Keep that in mind. So there are detailed classes. Watch detailed classes only. And when you're watching detailed classes, please remember that you cannot skip procedures. Like many times I have seen teachers, this kind of problem, you can use this formula and it is done. So if you do that, maybe that problem you will solve, but there will be 10 other problems which you cannot use the shortcut. And believe me, I have seen so many JEE advanced questions. Every single time, there are so many questions where you cannot use the shortcut and you will not even understand why so easily. So unless you know the procedure, the derivations, the mechanism, the thought process behind solving it, you will get stuck if you just rely on shortcuts. So shortcuts only work in very special cases, and you should know when it works and when it doesn't work. And yes, many people ignore NCERT. Ignoring NCERT will not only affect your boards, it will also affect your JEE mains. So please don't ignore that. Just don't rely on coaching module, because usually that's what I've seen. You pick up NCERT towards the end or when a board test is there. Don't do that. Pick up as you prepare for your JEE examination. The second important mistake which many kids do is they only study when there is a unit test, class test, or maybe your mock test in your coaching. Tell me honestly, don't you do that? Many kids, even I used to do it. So, okay, this Sunday there is this test. I am going to start preparing from Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's what I have seen. The trend is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday gone. Or if on the month end the test is there, first 3 weeks still, and the last week full tension. Guys, tell me how is it going to work out? If you're going to pressurize yourself, cram yourself, and prepare only during the weekends or at the last minute, that is not done. You have to stay consistent. Yes, just before the test, your amount of hours for studying will increase little bit, but it should not be so drastic that normally you study for 1 hour, suddenly you are studying for 10 hours. No, no, no. Normally you are studying for 5-6 hours, then it increases to 8 hours. That is different. Okay. So please don't fool yourself. Don't act or don't, unnecessarily pressurize yourself at the last moment. That is my humble advice. Is that right? Okay. And yeah, please don't depend on crash course towards the end. Sir, I will, it's okay, sir. In the end, in September, you will launch some crash course. I will join that. No, boss, you have time, use that time. It's not for chilling now. Okay. You can chill after you get a good college. Right. The third most important mistake which kids do, which affects their rank and obviously their 12th standard syllabus, everything, is rely on passive reading. So until 10th standard, what happens is you are having a textbook, you flip pages, you are memorizing. You sometimes even memorize questions, you by heart the steps, works at least till some level. But in 11th, 12th, it doesn't work, boss. Even listening to a class doesn't work. Even hearing to a class doesn't work. Even reading the textbook doesn't work until you lift your pen and start writing. So yes, reading is important, whatever your textbooks. Listening to your teacher is very important. Seeing what the teacher is doing is very important. But the most important thing, writing. If you miss this, no matter how much you read, listen, or see, trust me, you will get stuck in the steps. You will not know only how to do it. And every problem is different. Every time there is a new concept or a twist in the question. Practice is the key, and that too, writing. So don't give up on that. And yes, please make sure whatever mistakes you're repeating, log all your mistakes, write down the mistakes, and try to do such questions which have those same kind of things or catches or traps, and try to redo those kind of questions again and again. Even if you repeat the same question after 1 or 2 days, it's perfectly fine, as long as you understand why you are doing the mistake and avoid it the next time. Okay, very important, mistakes. Now, what you should do? We saw about what you shouldn't do, what you should do. Number one is revision. Now, everybody tells revision, but not many people tell you rolling revision is much, much better than last minute revision, even before the mock test or anything. What is the meaning of rolling revision? So, let's say you completed some chapter today, let's say, for example, probability. After 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you again go through those theory concepts here and there, some questions, some PYQs. Then again, after 2 months, again you revise those questions, maybe whatever you had not done, some PYQs, some theory, and again maybe towards the end again you revise it. At least 3, 4, 5, 6 times you have to revise the same chapter again and again and again. So multiple revisions will make it stick inside your head. Okay, and very important in revision is you have to make your notes. Don't depend on any other notes. Your notes, short notes, are the most important thing. Don't download, don't do anything, because those are all, hodgepodge work. Okay, it is not a clean work. Your notes are your notes. Keep that in mind. And when you revise through those short notes again and again, it will stay in your head. Second thing, practicing and mock test. Now, when I say practice, I've already stressed upon the practice. The written practice is important. But in that, your modules, your DPPs, your assignments, okay, whatever textbook plus exercise books, whatever your teachers have recommended, same books, please do that and master those books or resources. Okay. And mock tests are very important. Do not skip just because you feel that I'm not adequately prepared, because nobody is adequately prepared no matter what. And give those tests, and more importantly, analyze after the test, not just in 5 minutes. If you do your test analysis in 5 minutes, that's waste analysis. Your test analysis for a 3 hours mains test should be at least for 3 hours. Yes, if it's a 6 hours advanced test, paper 1, paper 2, it should go on for 6 hours. So that's how intense those analysis should be, because it takes a lot of time, research. Okay, why I did wrong? Okay, what was this concept involved? Where was this from? Okay, how to do this question? Okay, can I find some more questions on that? Okay, now I understood. Okay, sir, but what happens if this happens? Asking doubts. So that is what analysis is. Where you lost marks, why you made negative, why you misread the question, was there a rougher problem? So go in detail, go in depth. Cool. So mock test and practice, very important. It seems very normal, but you will start seeing the results after few months. And the most important thing, starting now. How many of you have honestly tell me watched, okay, sir, what is the plan for 2 years? What is the plan for 1.5 years? Or what is the 1 year plan? And so many videos you would have watched. And honestly, how many of you actually started and continued with the plan? First of all, starting is a big thing. Continuing is another big achievement. So do not wait for tomorrow onwards, I'm going to do it. Today onwards, I'm going to do it. No, not today. Now. In today also, now, as soon as the video ends, sir, I started. I want that comment after the video ends, sir, I have started. It can start with a simple plan, sir, till tomorrow, I'm going to complete this particular topic, or I'm going to complete this backlog, or I'm going to start practicing these numericals, whatever it is. Sir, I have started. I want that comment right away, right now, because that will, make this video successful. I will feel happy that I made this video, that, okay, so many kids have started their journey, and that will motivate others too. Probably might scare them. At least out of that fear, other kids will start. Okay, so do not wait for any good time for your start. The good time is now. Is that clear? All right. So these were the things which you shouldn't do and which you should do, and of course the backlogs. But now, if you want any particular specific video for 11th moving 12th, please let me know. I'll definitely make that for you. Okay. This was your Captain Shreyas. Thank you so much. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Bye bye. Take care.